Hello friends, it is very important that I drop this video. So many people, because of their loyalty to these so-called men of God. I understand. I was once like them. So the ones I know are opening fake profiles to come and make comments on my post. I just block off. The ones I could respond to, I try as much as possible. But when so many of you are saying that I am abusing them, that is why you don't like me. I'm not doing this for followers. I'm not doing it for fame. I am not doing it for money. I am doing it all the way for the liberation of so many people. For them to come and enjoy the freedom I am enjoying in God Almighty and so many other people that are liberated. So I don't care. Okay? That is number one. Number two, I don't expect everybody to fall in line, and I don't expect people that will fall in line to fall in line at the same time. But for a balance, for you people to know that I am not out against one particular person, but against the things they are doing that are wrong, that you and I know, irrespective of how much respect you have for them. I have once had that kind of respect in time past, that I had to punch somebody in the face for mentioning Baba Adeboye's name in a way and manner that I didn't like. That was my 200 level in the University of Ibadan. So that is by the way. Now, I said something in the video that is going really viral. So many people have shared it on their pages on Facebook, and it is really going very viral, beyond what I had expected. And of course, as expected, you see so many reactions and comments, positive, then few of them, like 10%, they are still very adamant and loyal to these men that I mentioned. Now, what am I saying in this video? I remember saying in that video that I was going to talk about my personal experience with Pastor Mfon Eskor, who was the pastor at a City of David back then in 2021, 2022. So I was always, myself and my cousin were members then, and we would always have to travel from Serikiaro, Ikeja, all the way to VI every Sunday. And my senior cousin would be wondering, what are you people looking for? But there was one particular Sunday. We got to church. They had done all the normal Bible study or Bible reading, the whatever, the choir. I don't know about now, but the choir back then, I think they were one of the best in Nigeria, and they just came back from the UK then. That was how rich City of David parish was, and I think till now they are still. So they came back, and remember that was when they brought this song, hey, I got my mind made up and I won't turn back, cause I wanna see my Jesus someday. It was a very lovely song. As we were dancing, we were thinking about life after, you know. Goodbye world, stay no longer with you. Goodbye pleasures of sins, stay no longer with you. I made up my mind to go God's way. You know the rest of the song. But what happened after that ministration? Pastor Mfon Eskor was supposed to come and minister as usual, normal Sunday preaching and sermon. Then the facial expression that day was kind of battling and worrying. I saw it from far off. So he asked all of us to stand up. And when we stood up, he stylishly and jokingly asked us to size up the worth of our neighbors, front, back, left, and right. And as at 2001, 2002, you will not believe that we had members whose dress up would be around 10 million. As at that time, I am not kidding, you know, they didn't know where the man was going with that question. And people were, you know, some of them were not proud, to be honest, but, you know, starting from their gold necklace, you know, and it was in City of David that you will find members whose drivers will not even switch off the car engines. The AC will be steaming from the beginning to the end of the service. I am telling you what I know. If I am lying, ask anybody who has been in City of David from that time. Now, what happened? After we said that, he asked us to sit down. And there was this, I don't know whether they still do it, but there was this thing that Pastor Mfon Eskor was always doing then. I think it was once a month. They call it a can Sunday, whereby the parish will cook, they take to the streets, we take clothing, we take shoes, we take things, medications, with the doctors in the church, the nurses, they administer tests, some necessary tests to the poor on the streets. So you will understand the reason why I was sold out to Redeemed Christian Church of God back then. And that was the moment I made up my mind I was going to be attending RCF. RCF, we really care. It's more than just a fellowship. We're soldiers of the cross. Da, 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 da. An exceeding great army. You know that song if you attended Redeemed Christian Fellowship on your campus. Now, that Sunday, after the man asked us to sit down, he narrated what happened the Tuesday or the Wednesday before that Sunday, and said that people, of course, we were supposed to be sending in our donations to the church, food items, money, clothing, shoes, everything. So Pastor Mfon Eskor said there was a truck that came into the church when he was in the church premises. And he knew the member who could have sent that truck. So he thought the truck would be, mighty. So he was the one directing how the vehicle will park so that they will find it easy to offload everything. Lo and behold, when he opened the truck, it was a bag of rice that was in the truck. So he angrily told the driver to leave. Now, where am I going with this story? Pastor Mfon Eskor said some things that day. Said, what is the essence of our being together as Christians? That we, despite all the resources that we have, that we cannot feed the poor, that we have to start cajoling us to feed the poor. And that if our gathering was only about show off, then it was not worth being together at all. And you will not believe it. This man, the voice was shaking while he was holding the microphone. It was as if the man knew after some years he would be gone. He was weeping that day. Actually, for some of you who will still be members, you will remember this Sunday that I'm talking about. That was the end of the service that day. We ended the service. So many people wept and everything. Now, where am I going with this story? If this is what churches have been doing, do you think people like myself will stand up and be talking? If the church has been about justice, do you think we would be speaking? If we do not have pastors, GOs, and bishops that will be going around with politicians, but they will never speak when these politicians are maltreating us. Look at the bloodshed and everything. People like us will not be talking. And for what it's worth, I am not talking because I am directly affected. I am talking because I love and humanity. That is the purpose for my living. And I appreciate Pastor Mfon Eskor for what he did before he departed this sinful world. I will always remember you because you taught me this, and I will never forget that legacy that you left behind. Thank you again, Pastor Mfon Eskor. My name remains Rotimi Daniels. Bye.